got ourselves Lucifer over for the team one with Short and Deadly. Tutsio gonna be first up with a breath immediately onto Mash. Is this Mash? The boy gonna be immediate flurry into a Ray, got himself a big trinket that's gonna be immediate knock, but Tutsio, as soon as he sees the trinket out of the guy, is gonna send him out as far as he can, drop it down a frozen orb with all this easy, all the roots is Mash, trying to see if he can tank up. That is his full crusade. That is a lot of lances coming through though, with the flurries, big spike to follow, maybe a bubble, unless he doesn't have anything, does go for the bubble. Tutsio could just go for an ice block here, is gonna go for trinket, no, Draenor Racial, normal Draenor Racial with a little bit of self heal, as well as a full burst as well, blizzard around the corner. As long as you can get Mash to kind of sort of slow down around the pillar and maybe just harass him with a frozen orb as well as a ring of fire, you could be in a great spot, breathing right on top of the guy with another flurry. That's going to be a huge setup. Mashy might be in a bad spot. Flurries are in, lances are in, does get hit with a full CC, but doesn't have Ray or Glacial to really combine the damage. Full reset for Mashy, as Tootsie's going to have to go through the entire health bar once again. My goodness, the amount of damage Frost Mage can do. And Mashy trying to see if he could run through, but it's going to be Frozen Orb rooted down. It's going to be even more blizzards as the man having to go through all these slows. Another Frozen Orb bomb is up. Lots of damage from Mashy though. Get himself quite a number. That's going to be Cloak proc out of Tutsio. Does himself the altar time to reposition to a better spot. Going to be a I was gonna say maybe Spell Steal as a Hand of Freedom comes out, trying to see if he can set up a blizzard, make it difficult for Mashy to approach the mage whatsoever. Does the man have a crusade at this point? I feel like Blessing of Spell Warden is all he can really do right now. He got bubble. No bubble. But Blessing of Spell Warden, maybe together with a big crusade, that could maybe do a number. He just got to get himself like a nice little like streak going forward. If you can combine the two and just maximize the damage, you'll be golden. Stun onto Tutsio. Does get a breath to follow with a Ring of Frost. I would go for immunity immediately as soon as you get a chance. It's gonna be a big glacial, Ray of Frost, a lot of damage. Are you just done? Oh, I guess he didn't have Spell Warden for that one, right? Only Blessing of Protection. That is unfortunate. That was so much damage you put it all two together. Tootsie does end up taking him out with Walmart Rogue gonna be up next. Does he realize he does end up dropping down Frozen Orb? I think he realized there's a stealthy. One of you guys, I can't see you. The Walmart Rogue gotta be approaching in one way or another. It's gonna hit him with the flurries really early on. Try to go for a knock, doesn't quite connect, but it's gonna be quite a bit of bleeds getting set up. Try to go for a kick, doesn't quite connect, giving you an opportunity to go for a big juke. Glacial Spike right after. Walmart going in for a Shadow Meld, does end up getting the meld to immune the damage of Glacial entirely. Full set of bleeds are up on Tutsio. Does get himself, I think, not all the time, but does get a free shifting power right after. Might be an Icebox situation here. Knocking the Pharaoh back quite a distance. Still kind of a rough spot. Having to go for the first block of the game. That is still a lot of damage for him to deal with. And Walmart Rogue at the very least does get himself a bit of that recovery, man. Good bounce, man. Maz, were you not expecting to Blessing a Spell Warden, or did you already use that? Did you already use Bop? Because it looked like you had Bop available. And I thought Spell Warden, but I don't really know. Or can you not use it while you're like CC'd? Because I don't really know how it works, to be honest. Not 100% of that one, but that's rough, dude. It's Frost Mage, man. Out of left field, and we're like, Frost Mage kind of sort of okay, but not a lot of people play him. And then just out of left field, they can just blast people out in smithereens. You thought Arcane was busted? No. Look at the Frost go. There's another Frost Mage, Aegis, I think his name is called. Aegis? That's another fantastic Frost Mage. I want to see how he plays. Also, did you just notice? He just hit him with an Arcane Explosion as the guy got an opener. Ray of Frost through the Barskin, able to do quite a lot of damage. There's still going to be lots of flurries getting sent. Lances are doing a huge number. Walmart Rogue trying to see if he can escape. There's going to be a root with a big spike to follow. Got himself a wall. May not be enough to keep him alive, though. It's going to be more shifting power for Tootsie as Walmart trying to recover as much health as he can. Looking for maybe a reset, but that's going to be the pet. Keeping him in combat. Not going to let you get off the scot-free easily. And it's going to be more lances, more flurries. That's so much damage. As he goes behind the pillar, there's only Frozen Orb waiting for him. Oh my god. I think that was a Frozen bomb, right? That was good. That was crazy. With a brass onto Torvus with another Ring of Frost, trying to see if he can maybe hit him with a spike as he gets frozen. That's a lot of damage. Frozen bomb to follow. Does he have defensive? He's going to get knocked back a distance though. Tootsie making sure as soon as you get yourself a full freeze on the guy, blast him out to smithereens. then take him out of the game. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Big spikes as a big defensive is gone. Got himself the cloak, the proc him. And that's a lay on hands. Wait, that's a lay on hands. That could be an opportunity for Tutsia. I don't know if he's got damage, but 30 seconds of forbearance could give an opportunity to have a go. And Torvus cannot respond with a bubble or blessing his Spell Warden for a good while. But I don't think that's what he's trying to go for. I think he's trying to go for the long game, trying to see if he can get some cooldowns back. Maybe play around Torvus, going in melee, gonna be a trinket with a breath. Is there still forbearance though? That is the question. Does he have forbearance? It's gonna be flurry, potential loss of damage, AoE. I think he's expecting no forbearance or bubble out of the guy or something. Not forbearance, but the blessing of sanctify. Might be a nice block out of Torvus to tier 2. That's a lot of damage taken. Torvus with a bubble, kind of low on health. As long as you don't really let him catch up too much health, Tutsi is in a great spot right now, taking a bit of damage from the hammer. But otherwise, you'll find Glacial trying to go for a root. Massive damage, spikes to follow. Oh, and the flurries do end up taking you out. With Chicago second to last with Windwalker DH up next. Only 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the duel. And dampening isn't super high right now either. Given a Tutsio as much of an opportunity to recover, get himself at least a little bit of cooldowns, has himself the full, what is it, the Icy Veins? But is not going to be able to get advantage of Icy Veins for a good while. I wonder if Ice Form is better for 1v1s than Icy Veins, but I could be wrong. Maybe Icy Veins is just more potent now that they changed the 2-minute cooldown. Going to be the grounding for Chicago, able to avoid the damage entirely. Breath, but Tutsio with the Ring of Frost does knock him into the ring, having to really send him a good distance and drop it out. Blizzards as well as Ring of, not Ring of Frost, that's over here, as well as a Frozen Orb. I wonder, are you playing Ring? Not playing Ring of Fire. Okay, I was gonna say maybe Blizzard, Frozen Orb, Ring of Fire. All that could have been a combo. That was gonna be an opportunity for a big totem, but it's gonna be big Ray of Frost instead. Chicago not in a fantastic spot. Does have himself the Guardians buff rolling, so maybe their damage and healing can keep him alive. Trinkets, but gets frozen. That's gonna be no pre-wall for this one. It's just gonna be full shatter. Oh, it's just over. My God, that's so good. Oh, I think he was trying to see if he could trinket to break out before the Ring of Frost got him. That is so rough. And Tutsia has himself one block ready to go with a cold snap for a second block in case he needs to. Just gotta find a way to avoid Windwalker Demon Hunter for a little bit here. Imprisoned immediately. Got him some trinket. That is gonna be a hunt. I think try to use the hunt to try to see if he can force cooldowns out of Tutsia, but also maybe was trying to actually go for a proper hunt to get some damage in. Maybe force Ice Block? I think he's trying to actually go for a proper hunt. I don't think he's trying to cancel that one. Flying up in the air, though, maybe it'll give him a bit of advantage. It's going to be quite a lot of damage for Tutsia to take. He's playing super defensive right now. Maybe an Ice Block right here. Trying to dodge it. Alter Time gives you a little bit of survivability. My goodness. As Windwalker trying to get himself another setup. Ray of Frost doing a number. Shadow Meld with a meta to follow. That is going to be the Ice Block. For Windwalker, all he can do right now is just collect some resources and get himself ready. Tutsia, recovering health. Needs to buy himself a little bit of time after coming out of the block. Oh, send the polar bear flying with a dog from a distance. Glacial Spike right after with a Ring of Frost and Ring of Frost, Frozen Orb and everything. Darkness down. Actually, Demon Hunter is getting barraged with just all the AoE damage. Trying to go for a proper hunt. That is going to be the Snowdrift. Eventually going to get frozen. It's going to give Tutsia an opportunity to maybe CC him. Trying to see if he can get back in there, but it's going to be a Demon Hunter leaping out of there. Jutsu needs to live long enough for him to get an Ice Block. Does he get one? Gets himself a second block. Windwalker does not really have, Windwalker DH does not really have much to work with. Maybe he can get himself a Demon Summon from the Elemental? No, it's going to be the Mage fully back up to full Frozen Orb right now. Unless this guy got something, anything Spike, I think it's just over. My God, man. Frost Mage. Frosty Mage, boys. Let's go. Look at that. 5-0 clean. 8 minutes, not super high into dampening. Well done. My goodness. Completely balanced. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Let's get another one going.